Hi everyone, I'm Gina. Today we're going to do some breathing, some gentle moving, and some meditation. So I'll invite you to just take stock, feel into your body, feel how you feel today, and get yourself really comfortable. And so that might be in a chair, on a mat, lying down, whatever feels the most accessible and the most comfortable to you. And then, feel free to move around and figure out in what way your body is storing tension. Maybe you don't even realize. And can you let go of a little bit of it? So a lot of common places to store tension are in the jaw, in the hands, let them be heavy, let them be open. In the shoulders, bring them up towards the ears and roll them back down. Let the feet be firmly but comfortably planted on the ground. Let the toes spread. And I'll invite you to observe the breath. You can close your eyes if you like, or you can find a place to rest your gaze, a drishti, somewhere where you can make your eyes go a little fuzzy and go within. Being appreciative of the breath. Feeling your chest rise on the inhale. Feeling your world expand on the inhale. Feeling the belly rise on the inhale. Feeling the ribs expand on the inhale. And making your breath nice and gentle, nice and easy, until you can barely feel it in your chest. Let it be easy to come in and easy to go out. And as you're breathing really gently, really calmly, really easily, I have a reading from the Daily Stoic from Marcus Aurelius in Meditations 5.5. Show the qualities you were made for. People aren't in awe of your sharp mind? So be it. But you have many other qualities you can't claim to have been deprived of at birth. Display these qualities in your own power. Honesty, dignity, endurance, chastity, contentment, frugality, kindness, freedom, persistence, avoiding gossip. And here's the commentary. It's easy to blame our circumstances. One person curses that they weren't born taller, another that they're not smarter, with a different complexion, or born in a different country. It would be hard to find a single person on this planet, from supermodels on down, who doesn't think they're deficient in at least some way. But whatever your perceived deficits are, remember, there are positive qualities that you develop that don't depend on genetic accidents. You have the choice to be truthful. You have the choice to be dignified. You can choose to endure. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be chaste. You can choose to be thrifty. You can choose to be kind to others. You can choose to be free. You can persist under difficult odds. You can avoid trafficking and gossip. You can choose to be gracious. And honestly, aren't the traits that are the result of effort and skill more impressive anyway? So you've chosen to take time for yourself to get into your body, to get into your breath today. And this is such an amazing choice. Feeling into your hands on your lap, feeling into your feet on the earth. Feeling into your face, your tongue in your mouth, your jaw, your shoulders. You've chosen to show up for yourself. And this could be perceived as a small throwaway choice, but it is not. Putting yourself first is a difficult choice, and it is one that has a million distractions and a million other things that fight for our attention. And so it is best to feel that gratitude for being able to show up for ourselves. And it's fine to feel a bit of pride and a bit of confidence that you have set the boundary that you are very important and taking care of yourself is very important. I invite you to join me in a 4-7-8 breathing pattern. If this doesn't work for you, just come back to a nice, easy in and out through the nose. But this breath pattern is in for about a count of 4, and some people like to count and some people like to estimate. Holding the breath at the top for a count of 7. And then a nice, slow exhale for the count of 8. It looks like this. In for 4, hold for 7, and out for 8. And you can go at your own pace. You don't have to match me. We'll continue this breathing pattern for a few minutes, coming back to the breath. If you get distracted, it's fine. Just gently bring the attention back to breathing. In for 4, hold for 7, and out for 8. Take your time. There's no rush. Finish the cycle of breath. In for 4, hold for 7, and out for 8. And then let the breathing return to normal. Feel the air on your upper lip as it comes in and out of the nose. Feel it coming down the throat into your lungs, expanding the chest, expanding the ribs, expanding the belly. Breathe all the way down to your toes and check in with your body. How does it feel now? Is there anywhere that is tense or tight? Can you soften? Can you shave off the rough corners? Can you ease any of that tension and bring in a bit of relaxation? I invite you to think of a skill, a task, something that you are quite capable of, maybe something that you didn't used to be able to do, or something that you didn't used to be able to do quite as well as you can now. And it can be something very small. It can be something that you do every day, or it could be something that you do once in a great while. And unpick that. What are all of the skills, all of the steps, all of the tools you need to be able to use, all of the thought processes you need to be able to go through in order to successfully complete this skill? And remind yourself, oh, I learned that. Oh, I can do that. Oh, that became much easier over time. Oh, that became automatic over time. Oh, this is something that I've worked on, that I've put the effort into, that effort is now showing up as success. And like I said, it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something as small as cooking a meal, or decorating your home, or maybe you're a big reader, or you have a passion in a sport or a hobby that you can say, oh, I didn't used to be able to do that, and now I can. And feeling some gratitude for that. Because sometimes these things are such a long, slow process that we don't often take a moment to remember, oh, there was a time when I wasn't good at that. And becoming good at anything, the first step to doing that is usually being really bad at it and trying and taking a stab and doing your best, and then being open to the universe providing guidance, providing instruction, or simply providing the time necessary to take those very small incremental steps on the path to proficiency, on the path to automaticity, or to feeling really confident. Spread a little bit of that gratitude to any mentors, anyone who's cheered you on your route, who's helped you along your way. Give a little nod to the people who have believed in you, the people who have encouraged you. Spreading that loving kindness, that metta, that gratitude. Whether they're people you've met, or people whose work you've read, or whose videos you've seen, whether they're people who are still around or people who have now passed. We are not islands. We are influenced, we are taught, we are shaped by our community, by the people around us, by our families, by our friends, by our colleagues. And when we make the deliberate choice to treat every day like an opportunity for learning, an opportunity for growth, an opportunity to live our values, whatever they be, we can approach the world as a wonderful place, as a place that will provide, as a place where we can learn, a place where we can thrive. I'll invite you to join me in a vagus nerve stimulating breath called Brahmari, or bumblebee breath. This breath is a regular old inhale through your nose, however deep or shallow feels comfortable in your body. And the exhale is with a hum. And when you run out of breath, you simply inhale again and continue the humming. And that humming, that vibration, helps stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system to switch on. So taking us out of the fight or flight, that reactionary stage, and helping us move into a rest and digest, a more relaxed stage of being. So we'll do this for a couple minutes. And it sounds like this. Carry on with your Brahmari breath. We'll do one more minute of this breathing technique. The same benefits from Brahmari breath can be obtained through singing. So if you're someone who likes to sing in the shower or who likes to proverbially whistle while you work, singing is really good, and so is oming. So if you are someone who enjoys chanting or singing or doing some oming, that will also help the vagus nerve, which runs from the base of the brain all the way down into the gut. Turn on your rest and digest, calm you down. And do a couple more, inhaling through the nose and exhaling with a hum. And then take your time. There is no rush. Finish your last Brahmari breath, your last hum. And then come back into your body again as your breathing returns to normal, in and out through the nose where you can. Feeling the breath in your chest, in your ribs, in your belly. And we'll take some really gentle movements, starting with the fingers and the toes, maybe imperceptible at first. Stretching them out, just feeling what it feels like to bring some movement back into the limbs. Maybe extending the legs one by one, feeling the stretch as you press the heel away from the hips. And maybe bringing some movement into the shoulders, into the neck, maybe some neck rolls or some seated cat-cows if that feels good, tucking the chin to the chest and then lifting the nose up towards the ceiling. Taking some real time to integrate back into the busyness that can be our everyday life, where there are lots of responsibilities, but we choose how we react and we choose how we respond to all of the pressures, and we choose what's actually important and what feels urgent, and separating the two by taking that breath, by using our skills and making the best next choice is all within our power. Just requires us slowing down a little bit and not going straight in with a gut reaction, but taking a breath, asking ourselves, what do I want? How do I want to show up in this moment? And going from there. As we come to the end of our practice, you might like to rub the hands together to generate a bit of friction, especially if it's cold where you are. Give yourself a nice little face massage around the temples, around the eyebrow ridge, along the cheekbones. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.